Hey, it's Mike from Introstars, and today I've got a new episode of the Super Connectors, and I'm extremely delighted to have Dale White as our special guest of honor today. Dale was my first mentor and manager when I moved to London more than 20 years ago, and I was so impressed by the fact he knew everyone. Literally the most connected person I've ever met, who can name drop any company, any industry, any person, he just knows them. So today, Dale, I'd love to understand a bit more about your background, briefly describe what you're working on, and also tell us what it means to be a super connector.
Brilliant. Well, look, firstly, thanks for inviting me along. It was an absolute pleasure to come today, and really excited to take part. And taking me back there to 2005, I think it was when we first met. So when you came into the interview, I just thought something different about this guy. But for me, it was just understanding that you embrace some of the things I was telling you at the time about the power of the network and knowing people, and it's an integrity game as well. Really, absolutely is. And I think on one of your previous episodes, someone mentioned about don't take a withdrawal until you put a deposit, and I exactly the same. I think someone else will mention karma. It's constantly nurturing. I look after my network every single day. It's my hallowed ground, and it's always been that way.
And what does it mean to be a super connector, like connecting people?
Well, I just love doing it, and I get a real buzz from it. It's my energy. So put me in a room of a bunch of strangers. I'm happy to be vulnerable. I'm happy to go into a topic area that I've never got any experience about, and I just make those connections. And what you find is that if you start talking to people, listening to them, and understanding what either their challenges are, or what they're looking for, or the solutions they provide, you get an understanding. I'm measuring them as well. I'm kind of looking at the integrity of them and then working out. And my brain just instantly starts matching. I'm really lucky that I've got a very good memory, and I'm a super recognizer. So, I remember and I contextualize it. So it's like a mind map. So the synapses just start going, and that's what gets me excited. So I found the pandemic probably a bit more tricky at that point, because I'm really like the in-person side.
Yeah.
And it's something I've just always done. Always done it from a kid, getting my first job, understanding things. It's also, I think what you've done with your platform is you've released the intrinsic value there, and you've made it ubiquitous now. Whereas I'm sure we've all had examples where you've made introductions and then you've heard down the line that maybe someone's done really well out of it and you didn't get the thank you, and you kind of go, well, I maybe won't introduce them anymore. You put them on your kind of worry list, as I call it. It's about that paying it forward, and you just can't put a finger on the value.
Yeah,
you can't.
Of course. Yeah.
And so a pivotal moment for me was actually when I actually was introduced by someone. It was actually reading their introduction of me to somebody else, and it kind of just cemented in my mind, that was when the penny dropped. I was like, there's something in this. Why is not everybody doing it?
Yeah.
And I just found that whole cold calling approach was just so kind of hard work, where if you just go and be nice, be authentic, talk in your true voice, things just happen.
Yeah, brilliant. And so what is your approach to networking nowadays?
So do as many as you can. I'm a bit more selective now, because there is so much you can do. I also work quite a lot with my wife. She's a published author, so I help her with regards to, she hates the whole social media thing. Really doesn't like it. Yeah. She's uber creative, writes books. So I'm working with her a lot on getting her into different events, and she now runs an event and a competition. Getting out to as many as possible, going to as many different topics. I really like now diving in and, second charge market. I didn't even know what it was, and just went along, and now I'm part of a group there. Yes, there's one called CRO Connected, which is absolutely great. And it's the first one I've been to, I think in my career actually, where it was a 3-day on site. So you're with people for 3 days.
Oh, wow.
And the intensity of that was incredible. And that's like a really superpower network. It really is. And everyone's there. There's a code of conduct. So there's no ego. Egos are left at the door. You're able to be vulnerable. You're really open and sharing, the challenges you've got. And what you find in the WhatsApp group is just insane. It just pops constantly.
Brilliant.
With advice and just really great kind of reassurance that you're doing the right thing, hints and tips if you want to maybe try something different, referrals going off all the time. So I find that really good.
No, it sounds great. I'd love to join that group for sure.
Well, you should definitely. I'll introduce you.
Exactly. There you go. So obviously when you build long-term relationships, you build trust with so many people around you. How do you walk the line of monetizing those connections at some point? If you make a paid introduction or get paid in some way, shape, or form, there's obviously a fine line there between building trust and monetization of those contacts and people. Yeah. So how do you walk that line?
So I suppose my journey's been a bit easier than other people, I suppose, because I've always been in a sales biz dev role. So you're generally you're chasing or someone is interested in that kind of endpoint of a contract or a transaction. However, I think the really important thing, and I think this is what your platform kind of brings now, is that I remember maybe sort of 2008-ish time period, people would constantly ask me, could you introduce me to people? And I was kind of got to that point where I was saying, hold up, you're just doing this because you want something out of it, but I'm not quite sure why I should do this. So I think your platform has made it, let's say, ubiquitous. The other thing as well is being really transparent, and it really is about being transparent. So if I am going to get a financial gain, because it's not always just a financial gain, it could be, you need someone to do a particular piece of work or a specialist to do a particular project, etc. But if it is financial, you have to declare it. I think that's a really important thing. So I think what your platform has done now, as well as taking away the drudgery of putting an introducers agreement in place and all that kind of stuff, you've taken that away. Yeah. So I think what will happen now, as the platform evolves and you've got more people kind of working on it, it'll evolve so it actually accelerates and it will scale. And I think that's what I find really exciting when you tell me about what you were doing.
Thank you so much. So obviously it was a platform like introstars, which is specially designed for super connectors, which tracks every introduction you make and receive, and also allows you to see what people are looking for and how much you're ready to pay for it. That might change the game for many connectors and introducers. So what opportunities do you see for yourself and other people who are in your circle?
So it's, as I say, it's taken away that drudgery. It's taken away that sort of conversation that normally happens where people go, well, oh, do I have to pay you for this, etc. And you go, well, yes, I'm giving of my time. And the one thing we've all not got enough of is time. So what you've done is you've made the process slick. You've taken away the uncomfortable, awkward aspect of the transaction. So that's done. And then it's a case of just investing your own time into the platform. And I think as the platform evolves, the searching capability will be easier. You'll probably do sort of algorithms that can help me match, the likelihoods, etc. Because I work in tech and in sales, so that's my kind of stomping ground. But what the platform doesn't know at the moment is I used to be, still am involved in kids football. So I'm a UEFA B coach, for instance. So I know a lot of people in the football industry as a result. So when that's then transparent on the platform, that will help people make those connections, and that will be great for me.
Brilliant. Do you see any trends in networking and introductions? Are you embracing some of these new trends?
So the trend I'm seeing is, which I'm a big advocate of trying to get the younger generations to kind of adopt this as well, and also the importance of paying it forward, which I know is a bit of a cliche, but you're looking to build really, really long-term relationships. And I think sometimes, and especially in the digital world now, things can be very transactional, quick like, bit clickbaity, etc. So I'm trying to advocate to younger generations to sort of say, look, really invest in this. And I think that's the one trend I'm seeing now. I'm seeing these events popping up really well, and I think they're very well curated. So I think what's also happening is this kind of trade show is dying. Yeah. And good riddance, because they were dreadful. They weren't good for the people that had to attend them. They weren't good for the people that actually had to participate in them. So I think the energy level has gone up in them as well. And I think that will create creativity. And we're humans and we're creative, and that's what we're good at. So I think that's what will drive it. So I think it's a really exciting time.
Brilliant. Thanks, Dale. Anything else you'd like to add? Where can people find you nowadays?
So currently working with two companies at the moment. Company called Insightful Technology and another one called CXO Nexus. You can find me on LinkedIn, and if you want me to connect you to people around the world, so let me know what you're looking for, and be more than happy to help.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Joe. Really appreciate your time today. Great conversation.
Best of luck, Mike.
Great to see you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.